Feel better?
Yeah.
Good. That was the hell you were thinking of. I get the clear minute for
These guys were very suspicious. I mean, I could feel everything was going south. There was something, to make sure that they were fine and they wrote something. Such an idea.
It's time to play a game on WWE Monday Night Raw. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my audio only WWE Monday Night Raw live watch-along reactions live right here on YouTube. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. The thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Raw. Chat questions and comments, super chats, super stickers, super likes, and super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. As well, Triple H stated over the weekend, with SummerSlam now in the rear view mirror, we'll see the fallout tonight on Raw from H-Town, Houston, Texas. The WWE will be moving forward, of course, with Triple H in charge, but with help by his side, us fans of the WWE Universe will get everything we want out of the product and then some. Along with, we're just getting started with as good as SummerSlam was on Saturday night. Meantime, top of the hour, 8 p.m. Eastern time here, Monday night, August the 1st, 2022. Then, now, forever together, WWE. As mentioned, we'll see the fallout tonight on Raw. From what I've heard, this is going to be a statement Raw with Triple H now in charge in his first full week of TV, charge of creative after pay-per-view. Last week, I mean, yeah, it counted, but it really doesn't count because they were still continuing to build towards SummerSlam with Clash at the Castle coming up in about a month or so from now, September 3rd. In Cardiff, Wales. In the meantime, big time Bex, the man, Becky Lynch, kicking off Monday Night Raw this evening. The first hour very well could be commercial free from what I've heard as well. So we shall see. But they've advertised a tag team title match with Usos and Mysterios. 2 triple threat matches where the winners later on tonight as well will then face each other to become the #1 contender for the United States Championship. So we'll, for the next 3 hours or so, figure out who's going to challenge Bobby Lashley for U.S. Gold. We should hear from Bayley, I would think, after her return, along with Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Speaking of Becky Lynch, she has give us a recap of what happened at SummerSlam. That match actually kicked off the show. Bianca retained the Raw Women's title. Seemed like Becky did injure her, it was the left shoulder during the match. And just kicking off Raw here tonight. But after the match, after Bianca won with a KOD, they hugged it out. Out come Bayley, though, and then Dakota Kai and Io Sky as well. So, speaking of returns, we'll see if we hear or see the returning rate of our superstar this evening as well. Edge gave payback to the Judgment Day, brought hell with them, and Priest, Balor, and Ripley were put in their place. Edge returning at SummerSlam as well, screwing over the Judgment Day after they screwed him over after almost, which was, about 2 months ago now. right after Hell in a Cell. So he, was not necessarily on the shelf, just storyline-wise. They were waiting on him to return. They started airing those vignettes at Money in the Bank. Aired those for about a month or so now. And now here we are the night after SummerSlam. But, other than that, I honestly don't know what to expect tonight. Other than to see, for better or worse, moving forward, who's going to get pushed and or buried with Triple H now in charge. Like I said, Becky could be injured here. We'll see what she has to say. Kick off Raw. They're still airing what happened at SummerSlam with Bianca and Becky and then Bayley returning. But then on top of that, with the women's division, reportedly Naomi and Sasha could be returning to the company. We'll see about that. But also, talk about the Raw Women's title, SmackDown Women's title. It was Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey on Saturday. And I told everyone, and guess what happened earlier? Storyline-wise, that Ronda, would probably be suspended after she threw a hissy fit after she lost. And like I said, guess what happened today? She was fined and suspended. But I get it. She's supposed to be upset, after the way she lost to Liv Morgan. But yeah, here we go with Raw. Becky Lynch in the ring. Not a good sign for Becky, as she's in a sling. It's her right shoulder, actually not her left. She's got the mic in her left hand, and she's going to cut a promo to start the show. Go back, right as COVID hit, Money in the Bank 2020. Asuka had won that briefcase. The next night, news broke that Becky Lynch was pregnant. Asuka cashed in and won the Raw Women's title. Becky was gone for a year and a half, returned last year at SummerSlam. Sort of, for the most part, been a heel since. It seems like they turned her face after she lost, but now she's hurt. So it looks like, she's going to be on the shelf along with, a few others that are currently on the shelf. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, to name a few. So the injury bug just continued to hit the wrong people at the wrong time, but it is what it is. You figure it out and you move on. But yeah, we'll see what Becky's gonna say here, and then what they do with Bianca. It seems like Bayley's going to be the number one contender and probably should win the title. Probably won't. Not right off the bat, at least. Maybe come the fall sometime. But talk about, Becky returning to SummerSlam. They did a full year story with Bianca and Becky, and it seems like that's come to a close now. And then, Becky's injured, so if she goes away, well, she can return and they can start something fresh with her, just like Bayley. After she was injured this time last year, and a little over a year later, she returned just the other night at SummerSlam. So, with Triple H in charge, of course, as I said Saturday, I think that's the most exciting part about it. With how much is going to change, if any at all, right off the bat. But what's next? Because it's been how many years since somebody other than Vince McMahon has been in charge of the WWF, WWE. So Becky Lynch defines the man. The man's come around a few times, and now she might be leaving again because of an injury. Credit and thanks to Bianca. The BEST, even though Bianca, of course, has not established anything whatsoever. She's on her own, all right. She is the Raw Women's Champion, though, too. So here comes Bianca as Becky calls her out, tells her to get her ass out in the ring. And yeah, looks like Becky, of course, with her right arm, right shoulder in a sling, she's unfortunately going to be going away for a little bit. We're going to watch Bianca shine. She's up on the ring apron. Has not entered the ring. But Monday Night Raw, the red brand. She's in all red. Becky in all black. EST chant from the crowd.
You not only define the man,
Define the man. Becky doesn't just do that. What else does she do? You are the man? Is that what Bianca's going to say?
but you are
Yep.
the man.
Yep. So they're going to put Becky over before she walks out.
Hold it down, babe. I'll see you soon.
Hold it down, I'll see you soon. Becky drops the mic. And yeah, Becky Lynch injured and will unfortunately be taking some time off here, it looks like. Bianca's still in the ring though, so I would think this ain't gonna end like this. Bailey's probably gonna come out and talk some shit to Belair. Maybe Io and Dakota will come up through the crowd and they'll surround her or something like that.
For Becky Lynch.
People may be questioning how that could possibly be, and you best believe that I have never forgotten about all the times that she has shaken my hand just to use the other one to smack me right in the face. But I have never wanted to be hated anyway. I mean, this title is only worth the amount of work that I put in to keep it in Becky Lynch. Oh, she made me work for that. So yes, I should think it was a hand-to-hand match at SummerSlam because now there's a level of mutual respect there, and to be able to
Mutual respect between the two.
Lynch.
Well, that means something.
Because I have learned so much from her, and now I know that there's a target on my back.
There's a target on Bianca's back and
Looking, and that is exactly
Bailey's right behind her.
still standing here as your Raw Women's Champion.
Not for long. Because they're not going to have Bailey come back and then just chase the title. She'll win it by the end of the year, I would think. She drops Bailey's name. Actually, we go backstage. And, okay, Becky's getting attacked by Bailey, Dakota, and Io. So they're going to write Becky off with a backstage incident rather than her getting injured in the match. So then when Becky comes back, she'd go after Bailey. But Bianca coming to the rescue. They're all gone now. And we'll see if this first hour hashtag WWE Raw is going to be commercial free or not. But yeah. Becky with a shoulder injury. She gets attacked with a steel chair or two, and it looks like she'll be getting surgery and out of action for however long until she comes back. Jimmy Smith, Corey Graves, Byron Saxon on commentary. You go ringside. Maybe. But yeah, SummerSlam in the rear view now. We're on the road to Clash at the Castle. Undisputed Tag Team Championship match tonight. Usos and Mysterios. We'll see where they place that on the card, if it's going to be at the 9 o'clock hour, 10 o'clock, or in the main event of the evening. Also, there's Edge, so we will hear from Edge tonight, it looks like. WWE Hall of Famer Edge on Raw this evening. And also the two triple threat matches. Yeah, winners face each other later tonight for United States Championship opportunity. So Ziggler, Ciampa, and Gable in one triple threat. Styles, Miz, and Ali in the other. I would have to think AJ and well, they could go, as they show some highlights now from SummerSlam. There's Lesnar with his tractor moving the ring and jacking it in the air as they go from Nashville, where the Oilers moved to become the Titans. Now they go back to Houston. Oilers used to play. Yeah, we must be getting a first full hour commercial free because they're continuing on with these graphics from SummerSlam. And yeah, come right back as we would from commercial with the City promo. Space City. Yeah, home to Houston Rockets, Toyota Center. The legacy of the United States title. America. Home of the free in the land of the brave. Yeah, two single triple threat matches. Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa, and Chad Gable. The other AJ Styles, The Miz, and Mustafa Ali. From Harley Race, Sergeant Slaughter, to Rowdy Roddy Piper, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Ric Flair just had his final match last night. John Cena. Among a few others. They're just showing a United States Championship video package right now. Which was, yeah, originally a WCW title, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, whenever WWE had brought them out, they inserted that as the other mid-card title along with the Intercontinental Championship. And Bobby Lashley, your current champ. But, yeah, two single triple threat matches, Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa, and Chad Gable. Here comes the phenomenal one, though, AJ Styles. This is the other triple threat. It will be Styles, The Miz, and Mustafa Ali. AJ sort of in a feud right now with Ciampa. The Miz just got down with Logan Paul, so I could see The Miz potentially, winning this triple threat and then winning the whole damn thing. I mean, of course, no doubt about it. I'd like to see AJ get back in the U.S. title picture. Yeah, give me AJ and Lashley, no doubt about it. They'll put on a show. Too sweet. But with Triple H in charge, I mean, maybe Mustafa Ali. I mean, he's just that one with Gable. Otis is there as a tag team partner of his as well. That just, they don't have anything going on. But AJ's sort of tied up with Ciampa, Ziggler, and Theory are, sort of doing something. Here comes Mustafa Ali. So, I mean, yeah, I'd go with AJ because, well, if they actually are letting us know that Mustafa Ali is a former cop. That's right. to fund the Democrats and back the blue. But speaking of awesome, here comes the Miz. Wearing his same ring gear he wore Saturday. He hates Logan Paul, they say. He's on Miz and Mrs. that just wrapped up another season last week. This time last year, he was gearing up for Dancing with the Stars. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I would think Miz. I would, but I want AJ to win this. I would think Miz, just because unless they're going to have Logan Paul come back out, Miz losing the Paul, by the way, via the skull crushing finale, his own move. You know, Miz, Ollie, and Gable are the three that really don't have anything going on. But being a big AJ Styles fan, I'd like to see AJ win. And then with Ciampa and him sort of being in a feud, I would think Ciampa would have to win the other because Ziggler's going to put over Theory if they're going to move on with that. There's that huge-ass frog splash from Paul off the top rope ringside through the announce table in Miz Saturday night at SummerSlam. And then the skull-crushing finale, Paul using Miz as a finisher on him to pick up the win, which was a damn good match, which followed the opening contest with the Raw Women's title. But Miz wearing some tape. Yeah, Paul hit that right dead center too. Earlier today, Logan Paul on Twitter, he's not as good of a boxer as his brother Jake Paul. Hence sort of why he's in the WWE in my opinion. But yeah, he can wrestle. You got to give it to him. He can. He wants more. Remember, he did sign a 3-year deal, I believe it was, recently. So he's going to be around. He's not just going to have one-off matches. Well, I mean, technically you could still consider them one-off matches if it's just going to be one match every few months, but if he's wrestling a few times a year, well, we'll see what they do with him. He's still that big, celebrity, like as the bell rings, mentioned right here we go. We'll see what happens, but yeah. So it's AJ Styles, The Miz, Mustafa Ali. Winner of this will face the winner of Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa, and Chad Gable. I believe that's also going to be later on tonight. And then whoever wins that match. So we're getting 3 United States Championship #1 contender matches tonight, basically. 2 triple threats. And then those 2 winners face each other for the true #1 contendership. And they'll become Bobby Lashley's new challenger. And then we might get that match, say, next week. Maybe at Clash at the Castle. I would have to think at that pay-per-view since it'll be overseas. And with Triple H in charge, okay, right off the bat, we're moving forward with the United States title, the mid-card championships. Something we haven't really, seen or heard from in quite a while, it seems like. But I would think the IC title is going to be defended on that show. U.S. title very well could be as well. Maybe the NXT UK title, one way or another. I honestly don't know. I mean, we're just coming off SummerSlam. We got a month to build towards Clash at the Castle. That also at that event, Drew McIntyre will challenge the big dog, tribal chief who sits at the head of the table, who we should all acknowledge, Roman Reigns, for the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world. So, meantime, trending #1 on social media in the good old US today here. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Hashtag WWE Raw. Be sure to use that hashtag. Along with hashtag Triple Threat when you share this live watch along reaction stream on social media. Just once more, thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Remember, first hour commercial free, so no commercial breaks for this triple threat match. We'll see what's next, and or if it's going to be another triple threat, It doesn't make sense to give them both about the same amount of rest before they face off later tonight. If that other third match is later on tonight as well, I believe that's what they had said. So we'll see. But, AJ, Miz, and Ali working. Ali disappeared. But AJ and Miz corner to corner in the ring. Miz up top, knocks AJ down. Here comes Ali. Couple big right hands. AJ from behind on Ali suplex. And then more of a shin rather than a knee or a boot from Miz. Some yes, it kicks from the Miz. AJ with a nice Pele. And now some chops back and forth with AJ and Ali. Nice slap to the side of the face. Yeah, give me AJ Styles to win this, and then just because of the current feud with him and Ciampa. Because remember, SummerSlam, he came out during the Miz-Logan Paul match and attacked Tommaso Ciampa. So, of course, thinking, okay, we might get AJ Styles and Logan Paul taking on Miz and Ciampa and a tag team match potentially too, depending on, of course, what happens here. But AJ sends Ali into the ropes, kick to the Miz, and shit. That was a good sequence right there. Cover, 1, 2, and kick out. But, and then Ali goes for the other pin, kick out at 2 as well, as he pins both AJ and Miz respectively, and phenomenal 1 and A-list to both kick out. Yeah, AJ had him for a nice neck breaker on the Miz, and then AJ sort of just standing there waiting for Ali to find his spot, and then hit him with a cutter, and they all went down. Now Ali's going to go up top. And then the moonsault, no. AJ hits him with a knee and then a Pele to the Miz as well. So now they're all down and out. Miz actually rolled out ringside, I believe. AJ and Ali in the ring. And they're going to keep the full hard cam side LED board on the barricade rather than just the 2 spots in the corner that they started around WrestleMania. AJ and Miz now fighting ringside. Miz gets driven into the announce table. Yeah. His tiny balls. Jesus Christ, Mustafa Ali. Flying DDT off the top rope ringside to AJ. Let's see a replay of that. How did he break his damn neck? Good God. Yeah. So Ali's in control now. This is your moment, kid. I don't even know about that. But Ali gonna roll Miz back into the ring. But then a skull-crushing finale out of nowhere by Miz as Ali was like in between the ropes. Miz holding his gut. Because remember, big frog splash at SummerSlam, and then also just getting to the corner of the announce table a little bit ago. Ollie kicks out on that pin. Yeah. This has been a good triple threat match thus far. And for TV and, you know, pay-per-views moving forward as well, that's the thing with Triple H in charge. Like, I'm hoping, you know, they give matches time, you know, especially if it's going to be a barn burner to the finish with good talent. Nice big super kick by Ollie. Miz falls down. But still wrestling with the entertainment. There's a nice big moonsault with an AJ Styles clash on top of the Miz, cover on Ollie. 1, 2, 3. That was a damn good finish. AJ Styles picks up the win, and he'll now face either Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa, or Chad Gable later on tonight. Winner of that match will become the new #1 contender for Bobby Lashley's United States Championship. So they save Miz. He doesn't take the pin. Ollie does. But yeah, that was a damn good finish. Good match. Bottom of the hour, 8:30 on the dot. What do you know? With AJ potentially as, you know, U.S. champ, really all we need, even though Samoa Joe's AEW Ring of Honor is ROH TV champion right now. You know, Wendy, go back to that 5-6 years ago now. That's the only thing we need if AJ would win the title, which I would think if Ciampa wins and it's AJ Ciampa later, whoever wins that, I mean, they'd probably push Ciampa, I bet, because AJ doesn't need it. It'd be nice to, you know, see him winning again, but Ciampa, I think Lashley would, long term would put him over. Ciampa could be your U.S. champion by the end of the month. We'll see. But go back to commentary. Remember, first hour commercial free here. Jimmy Smith, Corey Graves, Byron Saxon on the call. What's next? Okay, we're seeing a highlight from earlier already. You know, Becky cutting a promo and then telling Bianca, you know, she'll see her down the road. She's injured. She's going to get surgery, it looks like, and be on the shelf. But then Becky was attacked backstage by Bayley, Io, and Dakota. And Bianca came to the rescue. Well, then Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai were nowhere to be found. So that's that highlight. You know, Becky's going to be gone for a little while. Maybe she returns next year at the Rumble. Now they're going to check on Becky in the trainer's room. There's Postman Adam Pearce, who's sort of your on-screen authority figure. There's Bayley. There's Dakota Kai. And Io Sky. Not Io Shirai anymore. Io Sky. I-Y-O, excuse me. S-K-Y. Now Bayley's going to get interviewed backstage. And even as Bayley said on Saturday, picked it up on the hot mic that, like, hey, you think I was going to return by myself? No. Usos walk in the back door. And they pass Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Remember, Dakota Kai was let go, and Triple H just brought her back. So now the Usos are getting interviewed by Sarah Schreiber, so they go back-to-back with interviews in the same spot. Yeah, business as usual. We the ones for the bloodline. Roman Reigns still your undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, and the Usos still your undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. Again, yeah. Retaining, winning. We the ones. What's now? And now we're going to burn it down with Seth frickin' Rollins. Last week, close out Raw, him and Riddle had a altercation. Storyline wise, that's what pulled the match from SummerSlam. Riddle still jumped the barricade and called Rollins out at SummerSlam, and then they fought. No match. They'll have that later. But, of course, this goes back to Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. Rollins and Rhodes, 3 matches from WrestleMania to Backlash to Hell in a Cell. Speaking of injuries, Cody Rhodes on the shelf still. He'll be back sooner rather than later here, you would think. But then RK Bro, well, Orton with a back injury. Also injured Rollins and Riddle by themselves. Well, why not put them together and have them feud? So that's what we've been getting. Saw that coming a mile away back at Money in the Bank because they were both in the ladder match. Riddle should have won, in theory won, but is what it is, move on. But yeah, they, have been feuding now the past month or so with post-out match SummerSlam. They show the attack now from last week on Raw, which, storyline-wise, is why they pulled it, from the card, and they'll have it later. Yeah. A brachial plexus injury. I couldn't even tell you, let alone a doctor probably couldn't even tell you what the hell that is. It seems like sometimes they just come up with terms that, sometimes just sound good to, make sure they're not medically cleared to compete. But then he still called them out, and they still fought, but no match. And remember, on Saturday, they showed Kid Rock right before Riddle jumped the barricade. And I had thought at first it was Kid Rock jumping into the ring. But then we burned it down, and, Rollins came out, so. Rollins in the ring. I doubt Riddle will come out tonight because he curb stomped him, so they'll write Riddle off for another week or two, probably. Have him come back right before they have a match at Clash Castle, and take whatever route they're going to take with it. So Rollins in the ring with the mic in his hand, so we'll shut up and listen. But been a good first half hour, 45 minutes or so here of Raw. Monday Night Rollins. Yep. Rollins, Owens, trying to think who else. With Triple H in charge, you would think they're going to get pushed to the top. And we'll see if that's going to be true or not. Yeah, the visionary going to celebrate on Raw. We don't have to see or hear the original bro, Matt Riddle. Another thing too, Riddle, Theory, trying to think of a few others, but just names. After having the first and the last name before, how long is it going to be until Triple H starts calling them? Because they're already calling the WWE Universe just fans. They don't even give a shit about that anymore. How long is it going to be until we revert back to calling everybody by their actual names that we know them by, rather than shorten them? There's still some learning to all this. And what's that? Riddle wants to be just like Randy Orton. I thought if Rollins was going to have a match on Saturday at SummerSlam, it was either going to be Cody Rhodes returning, and or Randy Orton. People had thought maybe, Gargano or Bray. All it did was, have Rollins and Riddle fight, no match, and you continue it. Rollins calling out Roman Reigns, though. They need to split the two titles off of Reigns, no doubt about it. The WWE title, it needs to be on Raw, and the Universal title needs to be on SmackDown. Or if you're going to keep Reigns as your undisputed champion, okay, add a new title to Raw. And why the hell are the Street Profits coming out? This makes no fucking sense at all. Why the hell are the Street Profits coming out with Seth Rollins? Yeah, exactly. Shut it down. Shut them the hell up. Rollins in ring gear, so he's going to be fighting one of these two probably. This makes no sense, though, for the Street Profits to be coming out with Seth Rollins. Rollins telling the crowd to shut up. Used to watching losers. Airspace. Call them the Street Profits losers. A few times in a row. Yeah, the Street Profits are getting dull. They are. Should probably break up Rollins. Okay, they're allowing him to say what he wants. Yeah. Get out of here. Okay, so they're going back months now. Didn't we beat you to become Raw Tag Team Champions? Yeah, because they took the titles off of Rollins and Owens before Mania. Owens, of course, had his KO show with Stone Cold, and then they had the match. And then Rollins faced Cody Rhodes in his return. But yeah, the Street Profits then ended up losing the Raw Tag Team titles. The Usos have been your undisputed tag team champions since May. Yeah, 2-1 ain't fair. Maybe one. So yeah, one of these two is going to fight Rollins right now for whatever reason. This makes no sense, but alright, whatever. That's the thing, too, with all the talent they released over the past 2 years. I guess it's Saturday. I do agree and believe that report that, like, if they were still there and with Triple H in charge, they wouldn't have been let go. Like, you'd have somebody else probably stepping up to Seth Rollins right now. Like, we're going to have a referee come out. Yeah, this is a joke. Why are the Street Profits coming to Seth Rollins? And we're going to have a rock, paper, scissors contest between the Street Profits to figure out who's going to fight Seth Rollins tonight? Like, what the hell? Like, no. This is something Vince would do. Rock, paper, scissors. And then Montez throws the mic to Dawkins, grabs the ref. They run to the ring. Rollins hits a stomp, but all right, we're going to get this match underway. I would say after the commercial break, but we still got about another 20 minutes or so before 9 o'clock rolls around. And this first full hour is, in fact, commercial free. So we're going to roll on, and we'll get Seth Rollins and Montez Ford in a singles match on Monday Night Raw. And bell rings much underway. Here we go. Ford clothesline to Rollins, send him ringside. Big super kick from Montez Ford, cover on Rollins, 1, 2, and a shit. I thought that was 3. Kick out right at the last second. Now Montez Ford going to go up top. Rollins rolls out of the ring. Montez going to follow, and Rollins going to go for a pedigree inside. Nope. Montez reverses it and throws him over top. Rollins kicks Ford out of the ring. Rollins going to be by himself on the road if Becky's going to be on the shelf. But, you know, at the same time, she'll also be home with their daughter. So Rollins drives Ford's stomach first into the ring post. Miz would be in pain right now. Well, there's an 8 count, 9. What is this, last man standing? No. Ford rolls back into the ring. But Rollins now with some rights and a big kick to the back. Yeah, Rollins, no doubt about it here, it looks like, with Triple H in charge. Rollins has always been one of the guys. You would think he's going to be that number one guy, though, for him moving forward. Whether there's a title involved or not, he's going to be that one that they will build around. You know, okay, you're given 5 players to start a franchise. Rollins is going to be one of them for Triple H. He was his first ever NXT champion, for God's sakes. So, 1, 2, kick out. I wouldn't necessarily say, you know, this has been a statement Raw thus far tonight. But, I mean, like I said, it's been a good half hour, 45 minutes or so, no doubt about it. But, I mean, statement is like, okay, I can understand too, the first hour is commercial free here, you know, keeping us tuned in. Statement to me, though, with him being in charge, like, one thing after another, like, holy shit, did that just happen? That's what I said Saturday, like, get at me whenever it's still, I mean, because it's still not necessarily must watch or can't miss TV. Call me then. Like, whenever talk about Rollins burning it down, literally, like, they go from one thing to the next, one after another, where it's just everything's on point. I understand every once in a while you're going to have, you know, something not be as good as you expected it to be, or, you know, however you want to put it, just didn't necessarily live up to the hype. But Street Profits coming out to Rollins tonight just doesn't make any sense. They can bring up, okay, their history with Raw Tag Team Championships, but there's nobody else to, not unless they're going to actually break up, as Rollins said, the Street Profits, and Montez is going to be a big singles competitor. There's nobody else other than them to come out to challenge Rollins tonight. Like, you would think, that's why I said Saturday, okay, if Rollins is going to have a match, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, or somebody else that Riddle has history with on his good side. Like, the Street Profits just don't make any sense to challenge Seth Rollins right now. That's all I'm saying. I don't know about you. Of course, you want me to know your opinions in the comments below. Once again, thanks for tuning in and listening, but I get you got to start somewhere. Rome wasn't built in a day, but like I said, the Street Profits, in my opinion, like, they're just getting dull because they're still doing the same shit. You know, we want the smoke. I can get, okay, they change their style, you know, with their wardrobe, but it's the same shit over and over and over again. The best ones are the ones that change. So, like, it's just... At the end of the day, like, enough's enough. Kick out at 2. But I understand it, though, too. They're, you know, one of the hottest tag teams in the company, because that's just how they've been booked. But at the same time, still, man, come on. Like, they'll figure it out. They'll do, of course, whatever they're going to do, because it's their company. Rollins with a clothesline, no, that misses. Montez Ford off the ropes, and then a cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. Replay. Montez Ford with some right hands. Rollins with an enziguri. Quick roll up. 1, 2, kick out. Super kick. Cover. 1, 2, and another kick out at 2.5. This match continues. They go to a replay rather than a commercial break because we're still in that first full hour of commercial-free TV. Why don't you give us 3 full hours of commercial-free WWE Monday Night Raw? Now, I can probably bet you any money here, as soon as we hit 9 o'clock, or after this match, they'll go to a break. Come back at 9, and then between 9 and 10, we're going to get a shit ton of commercial breaks. Maybe a split screen commercial or 2, but Rollins with Ford up in a pop-up powerbomb position. Ford off the middle rope. There's a DDT. Cover with one arm, 1, 2, and Rollins gets his right foot on the bottom rope, so a rope break. At least Montez, well, remember Saturday, they could have won the tag team titles, but he was too busy flopping around like a fish out of water. Montez now going to go up top for a nice big frog splash. So, Q flopping like a fish right out of water. Montez, well, Rollins catches him and gonna pop-up power, buckle bomb him into the corner, yeah. And a nice big vertical superplex, the Falcon Arrow, cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. This is a good match. I still don't get why it's Montez Ford, though, challenging Seth Rollins by any means. Or just the Street Profits in general, but okay. Rollins going to go for a curb stomp. Or no, he's going to go for a frog splash of his own off the top rope. Who wants the smoke now, bitch, says Seth Rollins. Frog splash misses as Montez moves out of the way, so Montez going to go up top now for a frog splash of his own. This will probably connect, and Montez probably going to beat Rollins 1, 2, 3. No, Rollins gets his knees up. So now Montez flop around like the fish. There's a curb stomp. Cover, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins picks up the win. Good finish. Good match. Both matches we've seen thus far tonight. Good finishes. Good sequence to the finish and a good finish. Yeah, Rollins with the win. Continue to push him until Riddle comes back. They'll have a match. Maybe Riddle comes out right now for all we know. But Rollins, yeah, no doubt about it, going to get pushed here. Rollins ain't done. Picks up the win over Montez Ford. Going to go for another curb stomp. Tells him to come on, get your ass up, let's go. But then here comes Dawkins. Rollins rolls out of the ring. Boos from the crowd. So Rollins going to walk off. So Rollins with the win over Montez Ford. They go back to commentary. Talking about the head of the table now. The big dog, tribal chief who sits at the head of the table. Who we should all acknowledge. God mode himself. The undisputed universal heavyweight champion Roman Reigns. So now here's a highlight from the championship match. The main event of SummerSlam. Reigns, Brock Lesnar, but then Lesnar drove his tractor with the backhoe to the ring before he moved it a few feet and jacked it into the air. Yeah, I knew that was coming too, that he was going to jump out of the backhoe. Don't believe me? Go check out the SummerSlam live watch along reaction stream. Damn good match. Damn good match. Better than the WrestleMania match. I'd still split the titles off of Reigns, and if you're not going to do that, well, add a new title to Raw. But it seems to me, I mean, right off the bat here tonight, like I said, they were, going to push the U.S. title. Well, that's your main championship on Raw then. They can make it work, depending on who it is. If it's AJ Styles winning, as he already won the triple threat earlier, and then winning the number one contendership later on the night against the winner of the other triple threat, and then defeating Lashley, I mean, they can make that work. I think they're going to push Ciampa, though. It'll be Styles and Ciampa, because Ziggler's going to put over Theory, as A-Town Down Austin Theory, teased the Money in the Bank cash in, but didn't in the main event of SummerSlam the other night. So, yeah, a lot happened to that match. That was a damn good match. But and with Reigns as your undisputed champion, like, you would think he's going to be on both shows, but no, he's still really just on SmackDown. I think it'd be a different story if he was both on Raw and SmackDown every week, but ever since Mania, he's been taking some time off. He really hasn't wrestled a whole hell of a lot. But yeah. What a match with those two at SummerSlam. They might take a commercial break right after this. Or maybe have somebody come out for the next match or segment and then go to break. Or maybe right as the match starts, a couple seconds in after maneuver ringside. We'll be back after this. One of those. Acknowledge them. Lesnar got back in the ring after the match was over, though, and, sort of said, not necessarily farewell to the fans, but looks like he's going to be taking some time off again. Back to commentary, Jimmy Smith, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton. Don't want to miss it. They're going to show some footage from SummerSlam later on. Guess what? They already have, though. Clash at the Castle. Be Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre there after McIntyre beat Sheamus on SmackDown Friday night. That's a nice graphic right there. And the fire-breathing dragon as well. Yeah, SummerSlam had everyone talking. It's the biggest part of the summer, though. It's the second biggest show of the year. It's a good show. From start to finish, it's a good show. 8 matches, an added-in segment or 2 with a few returns. Triple H's first pay-per-view in charge of creative. Like I said earlier, this is really his first true full week, even though last week was, but they were continuing to build towards SummerSlam. This now is the first full week after pay-per-view, moving towards something else. So here comes Alexa Bliss with her Lily doll. So Alexa Bliss is going to be in action, it looks like, next. So to start the show, and then to start 9 o'clock. 2 women's segments with a triple threat and a singles match in between. Good first hour. Not necessarily a statement episode of Raw just yet, if at all, tonight. But, I mean, of course, that's sort of just also a ploy to get people tuned in and watch. But from what I heard earlier, and really the only reason why I'm streaming tonight was that Raw was supposed to be like damn good tonight. And it's the Raw after SummerSlam, sort of after the Raw after Mania. It sets the course for the next, few months. You start building towards your next few pay-per-views and then, get on with it. Alexa Bliss and Asuka going to be in a one-on-one singles match here on Monday Night Raw, looks like. They could be contenders for Bianca Belair, but Bayley's just returning. It's going to be her. And like I said earlier, I would think by the end of the year, Bayley is going to be Raw Women's Champion. So we're going to get this match underway and then probably take our first commercial break of the evening. Another triple threat after this, they say. Bell rings, match underway. Here we go. They shake hands, and Alexa Bliss and Asuka are getting it on. If only we had the Acclaimed to tell them to scissor each other. Nice takedown by Alexa. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. And then drop kick by Bliss. And then smiles. Still no commercial break. Quick roll up. Nope. They did show the trademark graphic, closing credits for the first hour. Maybe we're getting a full 2-3 hour Raw with no commercial breaks tonight. Why the hell not? Alexa with a knee cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. Alexa with a nice big right hand. 1, 2, kick out. Alexa with a headlock. Alexa's been in full control here early. Alexa with whatever the hell that was. And then Asuka with a sliding kick right to the face. Another replay. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a commercial break yet after we've hit 9 o'clock. I am. Because the first full hour is commercial free. Nice suplex by Asuka. But like I said, maybe they're going to go full 2 hours, full 3 hours of Raw with no commercials tonight. the first time in forever. Knee to face, off the ropes, actually off the top rope now. Here comes Bailey and Dakota Kai, along with Io Scott. That's why no commercial break. So they start the match off, go good 5 minutes or so, and then, okay, we get a DQ with Bailey, Dakota, and Io breaking it up and attacking Alexa Bliss and Asuka on Monday Night Raw. So Bailey's back. She's going to attack Alexa with a running knee. And now here comes Dakota Kai with a kick to Asuka. Yeah, Bailey's new stable controlling Alexa Bliss and Asuka right now on Raw. 3 former NXT champions in this faction. 4 of the 5 competitors in the ring, though, are in fact former NXT Women's Champions. Asuka being the other. Alexa in NXT was with Buddy and shit. Who's the other guy? It doesn't matter. Bianca calling out Bailey. They're calling out the 3 of them, saying she wants a match with one of them. And it's going to be Io Sky. It looks like Bianca and Io in a one-on-one match later on tonight on Raw. Shit, yeah. Bianca, was she a former NXT Women's Champion too now? They've all won championships up on the main roster too. The biggest WWE event in UK history, Clash at the Castle's coming. Yeah, Saturday, September the 3rd. They said 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. We'll see if that's still true or not. Get ready. A month from Wednesday. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. 6 p.m. local. So I'll have live watch-along reactions live here on YouTube of that show. AW All Out will be the next day as well. That Labor Day weekend, Sunday night. So don't just watch. We're going to step into the ring. So, I mean, statement-wise, they're trying to make some points. They're, getting across what they want to get out there. Yeah, Bayley's going to challenge Bianca for that women's title, though. And she should win. She probably won't right off the bat, but she will eventually, though, I think. So, meantime, talk about commercial breaks. Here's your first commercial break of the evening. We went from Becky Lynch promo to a triple threat match won by AJ Styles. An attack backstage on Becky by Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Seth Rollins promo before his match against Montez Ford, in which he picked up the win. And then Alexa Bliss and Asuka one-on-one before it was DQ'd by, guess who, the returning Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Bianca comes out for the save, challenges one of them to a match later in the night. First commercial break, so we'll add in, along with the other triple threat, winner of that to face AJ Styles later on as well. And the winner of that becomes the number 1 contender for the U.S. title. A tag team championship match tonight as well. Looks to be in the main event now with Usos and Mysterios. We'll hear from Edge on top of all this, along with the Bianca Belair Io Sky match now, which I would have to assume Bailey and Dakota Kai ringside. So then that's 3 segments they're in, 4 segments to account the backstage incident on the show. First hour or so already here tonight. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that might be it. We might see a shit ton of commercials out of this next hour or so, since it was first hour commercial free. But WrestleMania promo for next year. WrestleMania 39 in LA. WrestleMania 40 will be in Philly. But meantime, following SummerSlam for Music City, we'll go overseas to the UK across the pond for Clash at the Castle next month. Moments ago, the attack by Bayley's new stable. I don't think they really have a name yet. So we'll just continue to call them, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, 3 former NXT Women's Champions. Okay, so there's Bianca Belair and Io Sky. They're going to advertise that match for Raw tonight. All right. And Bayley and Dakota will be ringside. Right now, though, Dolph Ziggler. So the other triple threat match. Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa, and Chad Gable. Winner to face AJ Styles later on the night. Winner to become the #1 contender for Bobby Lashley's United States Championship. I think Austin Theory's coming out. Going to screw over Ziggler. Ziggler put him over long term, though. Gable sort of like Ali in that first match. AJ already won, feuding with Ciampa, so Ciampa's probably going to win this. Here comes Tommaso Ciampa. And shoosh, please. Chad Gable. Shoosh, he's got a mic in his hand. Let's listen to what he has to say. Houston, you have a problem. Master Gable, not Master... Twice the size of Texas. Big and beautiful. Good God. Put the country on his back. Master Gable. Not a Bader. Master Gable. As the Texans, or the Astros, or the Rockets. It is baseball season. Football's starting up, though. Training camp underway. They already trashed the Rockets, now the Astros. So who's going to trash the Texans later? They have a WNBA team, too, by the way. Okay, bell rings, match underway. Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa, and Chad Gable. Winner to face AJ later on the night. Winner to face Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title. Next week at the earliest. Don't know when that championship match will take place. Drop kick by Ziggler, cover on Gable. Ciampa breaks it up. The other triple threat match was good. We'll see how this one is. Hashtag triple threat again. We're live on WWE Monday Night Raw. Gable from behind taking down Ziggler. And then Ciampa coming in to stomp him. That was a hard hit to the back of the head of Dolph Ziggler, it looked like. Still trending number one. Hashtag WWE Raw. So also use that hashtag when you share on social media. Off the ropes goes Ziggler. Double takedown by Gable and Ciampa. But then Ciampa picks up Gable. And no, you ain't going to pin him. We're going to sort of work together, but then I'm going to push and shove you. And they're telling each other to shoosh. Ziggler fighting back, though, now. Yeah, I think Theory's going to come out and screw him over. Jesus Christ, Dolph. Dolph's taking a beating here early on tonight. Gable has Ciampa up on his shoulders. Ciampa from behind. Clothesline, no. Shoosh into a submission. Gable working some amateur wrestling into the matchup. There's a zigzag cover. Kick out of 2. And a split screen commercial. So here we go. When was the last time the WWE ran a split screen commercial? They do it more on Raw than they do on SmackDown. But it just seems to me, and that's why I said that. I could be wrong, but I think it's been a while. I know NXT does it. Or they did. I haven't watched NXT shit in almost a year now. But, yeah. Just shows you some small change already, as we saw last week, and now tonight, Triple H in charge, and what we're getting versus what, of course, we're used to seeing. Gable telling the crowd to shoosh, throwing up the peace sign. Had a nice vertical superplex there a second ago as well. Nice DDT by Dolph. Cover. 1, 2, kick.
Nicotine holdings could take control. Are you possessed by nicotine?
Eliminating Rex is as easy as phone care. Just from any easy cleaning pill. Just twist and comb. Getting natural looking results has never been easier. Most men trust just for men.
This is a payday bar with tons of peanuts and caramel to get the job done. So you can think of it as a tool to hammer your home, cut your appetite in half, and demolish your urge for peanuts. Payday. Get to it. Also try chocolatey payday. The redesigned name Slim King, named after yours truly. Slim is one of all the big now. You better ask for help. You might as well call him Slim King. You like that?
This is supersonic Wi-Fi. So gaming with the easy. That's the other thing.
Welcome to the fastest internet. All the speeds we can. Only 5 seconds.
You know, it doesn't matter if you choose left or right because they're both chewy, crunchy, and delicious.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you choose left or right because they're both chewy, crunchy, and delicious.
Back to it on Raw following the split screen commercial. Chad Gable has Dolph Ziggler in a Kurt Angle lock. Of course, both former amateur wrestlers and Olympians. Angle, of course, won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck in '96. His WWE biography on A&E aired last night, along with his Rivals episode against Brock Lesnar. The Pittsburgh native and Clarion U alum should have been Chad Gable's TV dad on WWE TV a few years ago, rather than Jason Jordan. You know, American Alpha, now Alpha Academy for Gable and Otis. Jason Jordan working as a backstage producer because, speaking of neck injuries, he's been sidelined with a career-ending injury from a few years back. That's why they're no longer together as a tag team. But see what I mean? They don't know what to do with Gable because he's still in the tag team with the naming just different and, you know, some muscle behind them or by his side, Notice, which ain't saying much, but he's a good heel, you know. Shoosh, please, like, he can get under your skin. Not as good as Austin Theory, but Gable's a damn good amateur wrestler. And, like, he could be one that could potentially thrive with Triple H in charge, among others. You know, Ciampa, like I said, Owens and Rollins before. Trying to think who else. Because some of the talent that was released would be in a good position right now, I feel like, if, you know, they were still there and he was in charge now, which he is. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. What can you do? Life happens. Ziggler down and out. Ciampa and Gable with some rights and lefts. There's a chop. Maybe a suplex. This big right hand. Gable down on one knee. Suplex out of the corner for a quick roll up, but then Dolph came up to zigzag that, it looked like, but didn't really get all of it on the suplex from behind. There's, you know, good sequence there. I mean, remember earlier in the triple threat, last time that happened, the finish was shortly after, and yeah, Ziggler went for a arm cover there, kick out at 2, so this match can continue. Yeah. So all three down and out. All three going to try to get back up here. I feel him going home here in a second. Gable gets thrown over the top rope. Ciampa with a quick roll up on Ziggler. Cover 1, 2. Quick roll up reversed. 1, 2. Ziggler kicks out. Ciampa kicks out. Ciampa with a kick. And there's a super kick. Gable gonna throw Ziggler out. Gable with a cover on Ciampa, 1, 2, but then Ziggler pulls Gable ringside. I still think Theory's gonna come out and screw over Ziggler, I do. There's Ciampa with a running knee. Gable from behind though, quick roll up on Ciampa, 1, 2, kick out 2.5. Ciampa with another knee to the face. Here's the finish right here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa with the win. He'll now face AJ Styles later on tonight. Winner will become the #1 contender for the United States Championship. I can see either or winning the match. We'll see what happens. But AJ Styles won the earlier triple threat. Ciampa wins this one here. Yeah, AJ Styles versus Tommaso Ciampa. Winner earns United States Championship opportunity. Become the new #1 contender for Bobby Lashley's U.S. title. So have this probably in about another hour or so, I bet, before the main event. If that's not going to be the main event. And now a highlight from the no DQ tag team match with Mysterios and Judgment Day at SummerSlam. Actually, we're going back even further than that, with the Judgment Day forming at WrestleMania, Edge defeating AJ Styles after help from Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley joins, as did Finn Balor. But then they kicked out Edge, which I saw coming a few seconds before they did it, just with what they were saying in the promo that night, the night after Hell in a Cell. Edge hadn't been seen since. They started airing some vignettes at Money in the Bank, and for the past month or so, it was Edge, wasn't Bray Wyatt, it was somebody else. Edge was my first thought, and then, sure enough, he sent the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, to their Judgment Day. Payback's a bitch. They brought hell with them Saturday night. LP Field, Nissan Stadium, Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, home of Tennessee Titans when he returned at SummerSlam. And Edge helping out the Mysterios, screwing over the Judgment Day to allow the Mysterios to pick up the win. They're now going to face Usos for the tag team titles tonight on Raw. So a long video package highlighting the backstory of how we got here tonight. And are we getting Edge next? Because it sure as hell seems like it. Because Edge returned. Sick-ass t-shirt, by the way, too. I am coming tonight. Right up my alley. And took out the Judgment Day. Mysterios with a 619 and the win. So we'll see what the Radar Superstar Edge has to say. Yes, he is in fact back with a vengeance. Edge up next on Monday Night Raw. It looks like they're going to take a break, and then we'll come back with Edge. Meantime, WWE Shop. They are in Houston tonight. They'll be in Carolina on Friday night for SmackDown, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'll also be attending a few upcoming live events for the World of Pro Wrestling, so be sure to keep an eye out for some videos. But, yeah. We'll see how the build is towards Clash of Casual, because I said Saturday, because I thought it was true. The build to SummerSlam was a lot like the build to Mania this past year, but then both shows did execute. They had some good execution. they not necessarily let people speechless by any means, but they put on good shows. SummerSlam, no doubt about it, shouldn't be, 2 nights like Mania is now. But it's still their second biggest show. It's the biggest part of the summer. But, yeah. Triple H in charge now. Truly, in my opinion, the first full week, technically last week was, but they're still building towards SummerSlam, tying up all the loose ends. Changing this, changing that potentially a little bit. But now he's running it, and we'll see how they move forward. Tonight on SmackDown as well, and the next few weeks, and then Clash at the Castle. We'll have Extreme Rules after that. There's 4 more pay-per-views this year. Clash at the Castle, Extreme Rules, Crown Jewel, and then Survivor Series. Right now, there's no December pay-per-view because Day 1 will be returning, it looks like, on New Year's Day, January the 1st, 2023, before Royal Rumble and Road to WrestleMania 39 next April again, which once again will be here before you know it. But, yeah, we'll see what Edge has to say up next on Raw. We're about halfway through Raw this evening. It is 9:30, so a 3-hour show. Split that's an hour and a half. We're truly now, even after a full first hour commercial free, we've seen about 10,000 commercials in the past half hour now. We're halfway through, and we'll see how the second half is compared to this first. Been a good show, not necessarily a statement. Raw once again, in my eyes, it's been good. It hasn't been great, but once again, Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time, and they'll get it on track the way they want it before too long. So I said, with change, if any at all, right off the bat, okay. Come September, October, end of the year at the latest, if there's not necessarily a drastic change with the booking, the creative on the main roster, Triple H in charge, then come on now. Because we've seen how NXT's been with him in charge. Now it's him up on the main roster with Raw and SmackDown. Vince is retired, in quotes. Ain't dead yet, but honestly might as well be because he, ain't charged anymore. But we'll see how everything goes and what the future holds. But that's what I said. I just think that's the most exciting part about it, because we don't know what's next with him in charge. With, once again, how much is going to change, if any at all. But we're seeing it slow and steady, which always wins the race. So they'll be okay. And now my TV decides to, well, thought it was cutting out for a second. But you think you know me. On this day, Edge returns. And the Rated R Superstar is in fact back. By himself again, no Judgment Day. Where the hell is he? They completely missed him running out. And now he's going to walk down to the ring. Old school pyro form. No more long hair. He's got it cut short. And like I said Saturday, I would think he's going to be, and as I said earlier, once again, Rollins, Owens, among a few others, with Triple H in charge, going to get pushed to the top, it seems like, potentially. Edge returning like this, he honestly should be one of the first challengers for a title on Raw. But they don't have a main title though right now. That's what I said. They need to split them off of Reigns or add a new one if they're not going to. So Edge's going to have something to say here. He's got a mic in his hand. Going to cut a promo, it looks like. We might get, Balor and Priest coming out. But
Houston, thank you for that.
he says thank you to the fans.
Because to be fair, for the last few months, I've been pretty asshole.
Edge saying he's been a bit of an asshole recently. Now we both get what we want. And we'll see how much of that's true. He's going to keep this simple. He created Judgment Day, but then they turned on him, and yeah. They could have Edge and Balor face off, or Edge and Priest face off, or Edge and Balor and Priest face off in a 2-on-1 handicap match potentially to settle all this. And then they move on from there. Edge saying Judgment Day, Balor, Priest, and Rhea Ripley were wrong. Yeah, they did. Almost 2 months come this weekend. And then you return to SummerSlam, yeah. Edge basically coming back from the dead, he says, from hell. He's calling out Finn, Damian, and Rhea. He's going to end Judgment Day. Quick promo, very quick. And, all right. He's going to end them. We'll see what they have to say potentially next week. Yeah, they're going to slow build this. All right. Mysterio's backstage now. Interview in the locker room. They have a tag team title match later on tonight. Jimmy and Jey Uso going to defend against Random. Ray's saying they're going to win tonight, which means they're not going to win because, well, you know damn well they're not going to win to begin with because Usos ain't losing anytime soon. But maybe this is when they turn on each other. They lose, and then Dom turns on his dad, or Ray turns on the son. Up next, though, it looks like it'll be Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Yep. All right, we have that. The AJ Styles Tommaso Ciampa match, and then the main event. Is there anything else? Yeah, it seems like it. They might add in another backstage segment or two, an interview of some sorts. Maybe, well, there's a SmackDown commercial. A number one contender awaits. So we'll see what that means. But yeah, probably just more commercials, honestly.
People remember ads with people having a good time. So to help you remember, the Liberty Mutual customizes your picture.
I mean, they got a month to Clash, so
Only pay for what you need.
Allbrand sells the most Greek euros in America. If they wanted to sell the most Greek euros in Greece,
I'd be shocked if these three more matches we have, Bianca and Io, AJ and Ciampa, and then the tag team title match are the last three matches of the night. I'd be shocked. I think they're going to add something. They're going to have to. You got an hour and 20 minutes. Not unless they get 20 here and then 2 half-hour matches. Yeah. We'll see what they have in store here. But it's been an alright episode of Raw. Yeah, nothing spectacular, right? I mean, you know, few finishes to the first few matches were good. You know, I mean, I honestly was expecting a little bit more tonight, but like I've said before, I get it, you know, not everything's going to be great. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, there's not really much else to be said. Now they're showing us some highlights from the WWE tryout. We'll see who they end up signing from that very tryout, because I believe it was 10, maybe 12, 15 people they signed from. Maybe that number is even larger than that. From the WrestleMania tryout this past spring. But now we're going to have a Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky interview backstage in Gorilla. Bayley is going to cut her off right off the bat, and they're talking about us, them. Yep. Good to see Bayley back. I've been saying they've needed her back for quite a while now. Now she finally is. Yep.
So
It's
they
true,
took it as a cry for help.
for the most part.
They needed their role model.
And
So
the role model's back. Dr. DMD those on Wednesday and Friday nights, but
we know that
we know how to play the game, says Dakota Kai.
we know how to get there, and pretty soon we will be in full control.
Full control. Io telling Bianca, see your ass out in the ring. Yeah, the name Control. Maybe they're trying to control their narrative for all we know. I don't know. But the name or the word control is going to be in their. Seems like at least. Name the stable. Name the faction that they have. But they're just still calling them Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Io Shirai, they changed her name up a little bit now, but rather than Io Shirai, it's Io Sky, IYOSKY. And they bring back Dakota Kai to the company because she was let go recently. And Bailey returns. Yeah, 4 total segments, I believe, for Bailey tonight. And the girls. Bianca now 2, maybe 3. So they're really pumping the women tonight. Also had the Alexa Bliss Asuka match earlier this evening as well. So, yeah. Bianca making her entrance. This is a non-title match. Remember, Bailey, Dakota, and Io attacked Alexa and Asuka during that women's match 45 minutes or so ago now. Bianca came out for the save, as she did for Becky backstage, after they attacked Becky as well. And then Bianca saying, hey, I want one of you tonight. Io stepped up, and that's why we had this match now. So, bell rings, match underway. Here we go. Bianca Belair, Io Sky on hashtag WWE Raw. And just once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe to social media. Links in the description below. The thumbs up button. Share. Chat questions and comments. Super chat, super stickers, super likes, and super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. And as I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool and Luke 96. Nice drop kick into the corner by Bianca. And then a kip up. They're going to fight ringside now. Io off the middle rope. Nice moonsault. Ringside taking out Bianca. Commercial break. Yep, they fade to black. And we'll get back to the action momentarily. So, meantime, match, of course, will continue live in person for everyone there. We'll have to wait, though, until this commercial break's over. Water. They had a Pure Life Maximum Male Models vignette during SummerSlam. Eli Drake, LA Knight, Max Dupree, whatever the hell you want to call him, back in the fold. I mean, I honestly don't see that lasting. But, I guess, moving forward, that's their plan, just to... I mean, honestly, when was the last time they had a male model on Raw and or SmackDown, just in WWE in general? Not a woman, a man. I get there is a woman in the group now, his so-called sister, Maxine Dupree. Clever names, I tell you that much. But no, I think you got to go back, honestly. Well, for the women, it was, bikini contest and a male model, though, in pro wrestling. Like, Breezango comes to mind, but that was really just in their entrance. Taking selfies and all that shit, which Theory's doing now. He really hasn't done that, though, lately. And I don't even think he's won a match since he won the Money in the Bank briefcase either, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah. So. We'll see what the future holds.
If you spent time on base at Camp Lejeune prior to 1988 and developed any of these cancers or suffered any of these injuries, you may be eligible for significant financial compensation.
Leaking edible outcomes can tell you that we drinking water with benzene and other highly carcinogenic chemicals.
There have been numerous reported cases of exposed personnel developing cancer and other serious health conditions. Call Camp Lejeune victims to discuss your case now.
8.509 2009.
Look around. What are you for? The snake. Your sense of people is way off. What have you got for a snake? I know what it is. The snake in the wall. So it's tonight at 11. After all, when you miss it.
This week, NBC USA
NXT 2.0 commercial. I've been told, with liking Roman Reigns and the bloodline, that I would like Solo Sikoa along with Joe Gacy, just for the dark character that he is. Let's get it. Back on Raw, though. Bianca Belair, Io Sky, one-on-one. They'll go for another 5-8 minutes or so, I'd bet. And then 2 more matches, which seems to be half hour apiece for the third hour. AJ Styles, Tommaso Ciampa in a tag team title match with the Usos and Mysterios. Like I said, I'd be shocked if this is going to be it, though. This match and then those two. I feel they're going to add in something. Like in-ring, not even backstage, promo interview of some sorts, which they'll probably do as well. But more commercials on top of it than anything. Excuse me. Double knee to Bianca. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Nice takedown by Io. And Io Sky is, a little easier than Io Shirai. And they changed the spelling of Io as well. Rather than just I-O, it's Io. I-Y-O. Like E, but it sounds E, but it's spelled with an I. And then yo, like, what's up? Y-O. Because E-O, I-O, people could think her name's Io Shirai of some sorts. Like, I don't know. Sometimes with the changing of names, Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But nice slam there by Bianca, telling Io to get on her feet. You'd have to think Bayley and Dakota are going to come out, try to screw over Bianca, but Io will probably take the pin. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Io starting to fight back. Meantime, though, she gets power slammed and Bianca going up top. Yeah, here come Bayley and Dakota. She's going to take them out now ringside. Or Io, after the distraction, getting up top with her. And Jesus Christ. Quick roll up, 1, 2, they reverse it. Little suplex. Bayley gonna put Io on her shoulders. And KOD, no. Io gonna send Bianca over the top rope on the ring apron though. On the ring apron, there's a big boot. It's caught. And a right hand. Oh shit, a suplex off the ring apron ringside. Okay, Bianca falls down. And then shit, Bianca just slams Io into the barricade. She's down and out. Bayley and Dakota are coming over. They're going to sit up on the ring apron now. She can't even throw her back in the ring. The ref should be counting for a double count out right now. Who's coming from behind? Here comes Alexa and Asuka. Okay, so there's your 3-on-3 with Becky being out. So it's Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka with Bayley, Dakota, and Io. And in the meantime, they go to a split-screen commercial while they're all about ready to fight, it looks like, ringside. Maybe we get a six-woman tag with these two next week. They're going to continue this match with Bianca and Io, though, in the meantime. Bianca doing the chicken dance. Back in the ring, cover, 1, 2, kick out. So now, as the ref starts talking it over, Bianca starts to count. Io regrouping with Bayley and Dakota. Bayley laying into Corey Graves on commentary. They're fighting right in front of the announce table now as Bianca gets out of the ring. Remember, it's Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka, and Bayley, Dakota, and Io in a Bianca-Io singles match on Raw. If that makes any sense. Like, if you know, you know. If you've been watching, you've seen what's happened. So, or, of course, heard what I've said.
That's how it works, because what comes today is to change your mind. It's simple. Anything else I can help you with?
Like what?
Do the work. See the difference. You're welcome. They'll have it for you. Thank you. This note's by AG handled all the tickets and smoother than ever. It's really good.
Slower. This might be his first one.
Well, you've only been out with the wrestling, so you don't run the competition, right? Like that cardboard TV.
High school wants to switch that out. Okay, that's a wrap.
Wait, your face is something?
It was the quickest way to see you.
I'm sorry, Tom, I'm already in love with your shoes.
I know that's really good.
Nothing weirder than thinking this one.
Yeah, okay, right. You know, it doesn't matter if you choose left or right, because they're both chewy, crunchy, and delicious.
You know, it doesn't matter if you choose left or right, because they're both chewy, crunchy, and delicious. Which was your favorite? Grilled jerk. Yes. Sorry, but what? I was hoping with this piece of chicken.
Tom, you know I love all my chickens. He's a really sweet kid, though.
Did you just fist bump? We stole the last Tokyo and listened to it 15 years before.
Does it feel like something from the past? Missing from the future? That's fun.
Back to it once again on Raw. Bianca and Io off the top rope. Nice throwaway slam. And then a kick out. Quick roll up and then a stomp. Io telling Bianca to get up. Yeah, they're giving this match a ton of time. There's a double knee into the corner, which means they'll give a ton of time, it seems like, to AJ and Ciampa in the tag team title match, and then we'll be done. Another hour or so. Bianca off the ropes. Knees up right to the gut of Belair from Sky. Ref checking in on him. Bianca with a nice big forearm. Io with the ref causing a distraction. And then Bayley grabbing the right foot of Belair. Off the ropes they go. Suplex into a roll up now. There's a big boot that missed. There's a quick roll up by Io. Foot on the ropes. Ref don't see it. And, well, kick out at 2 after Alexa and Asuka interfered. And now Bianca and Io are still going at it, but Bailey and Dakota are on the other side arguing with the official. Now they're going to get in on it. Bailey going after Asuka and Alexa going after Dakota. So this match will be called bell rings, another disqualification. Yeah, this is going to set up a 6-woman tag, I would have to think, for next week. Asuka with Anita Bailey. Yeah, Bianca, Asuka, and Alexa are going to stand tall after all this. Bailey, Dakota, and Io are going to be set back, and here comes more officials to break it up. Yep, far from over is right. Now backstage, Miz and Ciampa. And then an interview.
Miz, as we all saw, he's a key against Logan Paul at SummerSlam, or tonight for that matter, in the triple threat match. But Ciampa, on the other back way, though, I was cheated. There's a big difference.
Miz saying he was cheated.
For formidable fighter, sure. Playground, yeah. But WWE is the playground for some entitled YouTuber to...
WWE ain't in a playground for some entitled YouTuber. Thanks, Miz. Let's talk about Logan Paul, though, of course.
AJ Styles, alongside Ciampa, like the fighter he is, and secured Logan a tainted victory. Now, what did AJ do? Was AJ training Logan to prevent him from winning? Those are the questions you should be asking. It's not about me. Today is about you. Hey, AJ Styles is that he chose the wrong side. As opposed to...
Ciampa saying AJ Styles chose the wrong side at SummerSlam as Miz wears the "Hello, my balls are massive" t-shirt.
Social media influencer need nothing of all of them to type and trust the community just of things interested in that passion, sex. Your devotion, you may not have helped me to recover. I will help you become the next elite.
Miz is gonna help Ciampa become the next United States champion. That is up next. Winner to face Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title. AJ Styles, Ciampa next on Raw. I could see AJ winning. I could see Ciampa winning though too. I'd like AJ to win. I think Ciampa's going to win, but at the same time, I think AJ is going to win because I think Miz could turn. If Logan Paul ain't going to be around, what's Miz going to do? Other than they're going to continue to put Ciampa over. Miz will put him over. Ciampa doesn't need to win it right off the bat. He needs it more than Styles does, no doubt about that. But I think they'd go AJ Lashley. AJ would win. Miz puts over Ciampa. Ciampa then gets back into the fold, and then we have AJ Ciampa later on. Do something like that, put it on the back burner. But, yeah, give me AJ Styles to win. Give me AJ Styles to then beat Lashley whenever they have that match for the U.S. title. And, yeah. So we'll see what happens, but that match is next following this commercial break.
Because I started putting on my friends and all my family. I was, I was comfortable with women. And then it became even around those people. That's when the business started opening something. It was a fake film of offers. I felt bad about who I was before I started drinking, but after I was there a little bit, I felt worse about who I was becoming. Oh, Dad, we forgot about dinner. Yeah. Well, Mom, did. Yeah. Look at that.
And
Hey, kids, no feeling right. That's right. That means now we get your style. I figure it looks good. Delicious Mexican flavors. Creamy mix. Quite listen to 39.
never the other way. It's supposed to be
Against the best. Good masters for Georgia. Spice excellence for me.
it's okay to handle the heat.
It's awareness.
Piece of cake.
Alex puts Samara on Sunday night at 9. On Food Network.
I'm Julie Chen Moonves outside the Big Brother house where the power has shifted yet again. But first, don't worry about missing an episode of this season's Big Brother. Dish has you covered. With the offer from Dish, you can record and store up to 2,000 hours of your favorite shows and movies so you'll never miss historic Big Brother moments ever again. Be the head of your household by watching Big Brother whenever you want all season long with the offer from Dish.
One of these 4 contestants is lying. Here's next, are you in sync?
15-year exposure to toxic metals like nickel, cadmium, and lead that can damage your lungs.
Superstar fact, Kevin Owens. He was born in Quebec, Canada. First language is French. And he learned English by watching Raw at his home in Quebec. That's odd. Why the hell did they put that on? That's something they would do actually live at the show, like if you're at the event. Booker T on commentary. Booker T joining Jimmy Smith, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton on the call tonight. I'm talking about the WWE on A&E with the biography of the Rivals and the smack talk they have every Sunday night. And here comes Tommaso Ciampa again. He's actually already in the ring, as is Miz by his side. I could see AJ winning because Miz turns on Ciampa here tonight. Then they feud, and AJ goes after Lashley. Because what are they going to do with Miz? If Logan Paul gets around. Because then that gets Ciampa, just like Ziggler's going to put over Theory. You have your main feuds, but then you have your, points to all of them to, branch out. And here comes the phenomenal one again, AJ Styles. As it has been 2 years since his Good Brothers first ever Talking Shop-A-Mania. AJ's a former 3-time United States champion, they said. He had it for quite a while when he had it, 4, 5, 6 years ago now? Because when he came into the company in 16, he won it like 8-9 months after he debuted. And then he got into the U.S. title picture. and then he re-won the WWE title. And then he was in the U.S. title picture scene again. And title-wise, since then, he really hasn't done much. Okay, tag team champion with Omos. He's won with Otis and others that they're just going to get put on the bottom because they're not what Triple H, sees. That's the difference with him and Vince. So here we go. Match underway. AJ and Ciampa for the number one contendership for the United States Championship. Winner and face Bobby Lashley potentially next week. Ciampa with a headlock.
In your opinion, what style he could do to turn back to regain his phenomenal
Be booked right. That's how Styles goes back to his roots. To get back on top, he needs to be booked right. He will be now. Triple H in charge. Styles picking up Ciampa, slams him down, just backbreaker on the knee. And remember, both these men are now fighting for the second time tonight. They were in 2 single triple threats to get to this match. They both won. Now they're facing off, and very loud AJ Styles chant from the crowd. And the winner to face Lashley once again. Miz is ringside. Styles gets slammed into the ring post. Ref telling the Miz to back off. They're checking in on AJ, make sure he's already hit his shoulder pretty hard on the ring post there. One, two, and a kick out. I don't think you'd be seeing Booker T on commentary now if Vince is still in charge. Not on a normal Raw. He's normally on the kickoff pre-shows for pay-per-views, and I can get there I can understand they're in Houston, but still, but why for this match? Other than to promote the Smack Talk on A&E, Miz checking in on Ciampa ringside. Yeah, I think Miz is going to turn on Ciampa here after this. Screw him over, AJ wins. I do. AJ chasing him down. They're back into the ring. Off the ropes. Nice big drop kick by Styles. Now over the top rope, ringside, phenomenal form from Styles to Ciampa in front of the entrance ramp. And they will go to a commercial break. So we'll get back to the action momentarily. Good 40 minutes or so left of Raw this evening. So once again, thank you for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Quinn, Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Scroll down, check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit that red subscribe button right here on YouTube as well. Notification bell next to it so you can stay up to date. Thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Raw. Chat questions and comments, super chats, super stickers, super likes, and super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. And it does seem like they're only going to go past 40 minutes or so to the top of the hour, end the show at 11 p.m. Eastern time here. those 3 matches with Bianca Belair and Io Sky, along with AJ Styles and Tommaso Ciampa in the tag team title match with the Usos and Mysterios, with nothing really added in. So they're giving the 3 matches time, which I like. Normally you would expect them to add in something. I mean, they added in a backstage interview with Miz and Ciampa to hype up this match, and then Booker T on commentary for this. But there's change ongoing right now in the WWE, and that's a good thing. So, yeah. AJ and Ciampa, winner to face Lashley for the U.S. title at some point in time in the future. Earliest next week, I would think potentially, if not then, at Clash at the Castle a month from Wednesday, September the 3rd, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Another Saturday pay-per-view, 6 p.m. local in Cardiff, Wales, overseas in the UK across the pond. But, yeah, we'll see when they have that match, in fact, take place. But, AJ doesn't need to win over Ciampa here. I'd like him to. I still think he might, though, because I think Miz is going to turn on Ciampa. But at the same time, say Ciampa wins, Ciampa then beats Lashley. Miz could turn on him then, saying, I want a U.S. title shot. Miz might win the U.S. title. Or Ciampa then beats Miz a few times, solidify himself as a defending champion, if you will. Somebody who's picked up a few wins, and at that point, it depends on how they want him to look, how they portray him, be how they book him. So we'll see which, way they take it. I think anything, honestly, could happen in this, and I think I'd be fine with it, whatever, unless it's something stupid. I think the finish is going to be good because both finishes to the triple threats earlier were. And of course, won by both of these men. That's why they're fighting right now in this match. So, we'll see what happens. NXT 2.0 commercial. NXT Heatwave. I haven't watched NXT since last September. It's almost been a year. Ever since they changed it to 2.0, I watched the first episode, but I haven't watched it since. Just wasn't into it. They didn't give me another reason to come back and watch it the following week. They didn't need to change it, but they did. But it could be going back to, the black and gold brand with Triple H in charge, for all we know. Which, at that point, I'd watch again. I would. Off the ropes styles with a forearm. But, I guess I got a pay-per-view coming up at some point in time soon. But Rex Steiner and Braun Breaker still your NXT champion. I know that much. Among a few other things, just from reading news, but I haven't watched it since the first episode of NXT 2.0. I still watch Raw and NXT, or Raw and SmackDown, of course, not NXT 2.0, and AEW, and with Dynamite and Rampage, and did watch Death Before Dishonor last week, and Ric Flair's last match, but with WWE Triple H in charge now, Styles going to go for a Styles Clash, it looks like. We'll see what direction they go here. Like I said, I could see anything potentially happen here. AJ winning, challenging Lashley, winning the title. Ciampa winning here. Ciampa then defeating Lashley and becoming U.S. champ. Miz then turning on him, wanting a U.S. title opportunity. Also see, Styles winning with Miz turning on Ciampa right now. So there's like I said, a few different routes they can go. Let's see. It's nothing stupid. There's a running knee. AJ reverses it though. Quick roll-up cover. And then into a Styles clash. Ciampa fighting back in the meantime. Jesus Christ. Suplex into the corner. Miz checking in on both of them, making sure they're both all right. Yeah, into the turnbuckle. Vertical suplex. No quit in this match for both competitors. Aerial shot of the arena. This is the co-main event of the evening. Main event. Usos and Mysterios for the tag team titles. AJ with a forearm, gonna go for the phenomenal forearm now over the top rope. And Ciampa with a flying knee cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.5 by Styles. And then Ciampa with a power bomb. Cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.5 by Styles again. Wow. Yeah, power bomb. But he got his knees up in the meantime. Yeah, AJ went for frontal forearm and then a flying knee. Right, wrong side of the face. They made it look good though. They know what they're doing. Cover 1, 2, kick out, and then the as I showed through replays, the power bomb, but he also got his knees up, and then another kick out by AJ. So this match continues. Go back to his roots, says Booker T for AJ. Now off the top rope, a few headbutts. There's a nice big right hand. Now off the top rope. Styles reverses it though, has Ciampa in a Styles clash position. And Styles clash. Ciampa with his neck turned to the side in the meantime. Almost Ellsworth it. Cover 1, 2, but then Miz puts Ciampa's foot on the bottom rope. Yeah, I saw that coming. I didn't see Miz putting it there though. I saw Ciampa putting it there by himself. Yeah, Miz ringside keeps this match going with a rope break. So Styles going to go after Miz now ringside, it looks like. Or are they going to go to commercial break? Going to go to replay. And Miz giving himself a round of applause. Yeah, here comes Styles ringside, sending Miz into the timekeeper's area. Ciampa from behind though, gonna send Styles face first into the ring post, and now also into the timekeeper's area, so you can ring that bell. Ciampa gonna just let Styles lay there. Get a count out potentially. Keep counting, says Ciampa. But then Miz holding Styles back. Okay, Styles back in the ring, but then a knee from Ciampa. Good finish. Cover on for Ciampa on Styles. 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa defeats AJ Styles clean. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm fine with this. Like I said, I thought this could go either way. Good finish. Good finish in the 2 triple threats. Good finish in this match. You know. And Ciampa will now challenge Bobby Lashley. Lashley might come out here. Yeah, Ciampa will now challenge Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. Even with Miz holding him back, like, AJ got back in the ring in time, but then he took a knee to the face and then a cover. So, yeah, good finish. Good match, good finish. We'll see what they do with AJ. Like I said, AJ didn't really need this. You know, Ciampa does more than he does, so it makes sense. Like I said, I'm fine with it. Next week on Raw, United States Championship match. Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Tommaso Ciampa. I could see him winning. I could see Ciampa winning the U.S. title next week on Raw. Because Lashley doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't. All right. So one thing announced for next week. Bobby Lashley, Tommaso Ciampa. We'll probably have a 6-woman tag team match too. I bet you on Monday with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, along with Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka. Bobby Lashley interview now backstage. Lashley saying he'd defend the title every week. Ciampa's dangerous because he's shown his toughness and he's hungry. Lashley saying he's going to bring some respect back to the U.S. title. I don't know about that. But all right. Yeah, the Chris Masters one. So next, the main event. Usos, Mysterios for the tag team titles. Tonight's Raw has been alright. You know, nothing spectacular. Not a statement Raw as they had thought. But that's up next as they fade to black and one of the final commercial breaks of the evening with a half hour remaining. We'll probably have two more, I bet, once I get back to it. One of them being a split screen. But we'll see how Raw ends because, I mean, they're having the tag team title match now be the main event. It is the Usos, Jim and Jey Uso, and the Mysterios, Ray and Dominic, for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. And this we could see where Dominic turns on Ray or Ray turns on Dom. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Why is there an Easter movie coming out in August? Like, why the hell didn't this come out in spring? Yeah, that's probably going to be direct to DVD too. Did we just see this commercial? Jesus Christ. This is what we get for our first 3-hour commercial free. We get a ton of commercials afterwards, as thought, but, you know, yeah. NFL football. Hall of Fame game on Thursday. Another month and a week away, though, from the start of the regular season. NFL training camp underway. We have the Hall of Fame game Saturday. Preseason officially begins the next weekend. College football starts at the end of the month. We're a month away from the first full Thursday, kicking off the first full weekend of the year as well. But a month from Wednesday will be Clash at the Castle for the WWE and All Out for AEW the very next night. And here come the Mysterios. Ray and Dominic going to challenge the Usos for the tag team titles here tonight in the main event. Ray normally doesn't do that for adults. He does that for the kids. You know, if they're also wearing a mask, you know, he gives them a headbutt. But that dude was wearing, looks like he was 40 in a Sin Cara mask. And yeah. Stereos make their way to the ring. I mean, at least the Usos have been on Raw and SmackDown as your undisputed tag team champions. Reigns really hasn't been as your undisputed heavyweight champion by any means, but alright. So I said they need to split the titles, or if they're not going to, add a new one for Raw. And yeah, we'll see what they have in store next week on Raw. It'll be Lashley and Ciampa right now, just for the U.S. title. That's it. But yeah, who's going to be tag team champions? The Usos. We're the ones. Throw them up. Yeah. I could see Usos retaining here because they will. But then Ray either turning on Dom or Dom turning on Ray to close the show. Because how else are they going to end this? This ain't going to end with just a normal pinfall and they close out. Like, something's going to happen on the show. Okay, here's after the show at SummerSlam. Here's that footage. Yeah, Lesnar with his tractor, tobacco, moving a few feet, and of course jacking them in the air. Got into the ring, like saluted the fans, but this is all they're showing, something we already saw. There's Lesnar getting in the ring. Okay. And grab this cowboy hat, put it on. Yep. That was a damn good match. So that's what they were talking about earlier. Like, what the hell? Alright, so long commercial break, long entrances here. That's 10 minutes. We'll get a 20-minute match with a commercial break. Or two. Once again, one will probably be on the split screen. There's got to be some finish to this, though, with something happening, because they're not going to just, once again, end the show with just the Usos retaining. Ray's either turn on Dom or Dom's turn on Ray. In the meantime, the Mysterios and Usos get introduced. And the referee will throw those titles in the air. We will have a undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match in the main event of Monday Night Raw here tonight. Hashtag undisputed tag titles when you share on social media, along with hashtag WWE and hashtag WWE Raw. And once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Here we go. Bell rings, match underway. Ray and Jey Uso. They lock up. Ray gets sent ringside, says, no, not today. There's a kick. Jimmy Uso gets sent over the top rope. Dom tags in. Dom off the top rope. Gonna crossbody and take out both Usos ringside. And Mysterios will celebrate in the ring, and we'll take a split screen commercial. Who would have thought?
Two things are correct. Liberty Mutual customizing the car insurance, so when we pay for the change. But if anyone objects to this matter, yeah, that's better. Not today. Only pay for the change.
Fish and chips is a British thing. But Southern Hush Puppy breaded fish strips with fries, that can only be Aldi's. Not you know. The meats. We just Mr. Crazy on the eight. It's insane. I'll say this is not going to come to fruit.
No, you haven't. We're going to continue. Come on to the Prime Video.
Nicotine cravings will take control of you. Are you possessed by nicotine?
Usos, Mysterios tag team title match on Raw. This, of course, following the start about 5 minutes ago. And a split screen commercial. 15 minutes left or so of Raw this evening. Usos in full control, but Ray and Dom are, well, Ray is at least. Dominic's really not that spectacular. He's nothing special though. He's no Rey Mysterio for that matter. But, you know, Rey Mysterio is Rey Mysterio, so. Tag made. Here comes Jey Uso. Nice backbreaker. Cover. 1, 2. We the ones, throw them up. Ooh, so. The rear view. Jay gonna try to tag in Jimmy here. Tag made. Into the corner. Ray with a kick. Ray with an elbow. And then Jimmy gets sent face first in the middle turnbuckle. Ray gonna try to tag in Dom. Tag made. Here comes Dominic Mysterio off the top rope. Another cross body. Seems like that's all he can do. Cross body to Jimmy Uso. Some rights off the ropes. Nice takedown. And then neck breaker. Another neck breaker. 2 neck breakers from Dominic Mysterio to both Usos after 2 cross bodies. So he's the cross body neck breaker. Nice big right hand. Off the ropes, kick. And a running bulldog. Drop kick into the ropes. 619. Nope. And Dominic didn't even with Jimmy moving out of the way, didn't even execute right. Usos catch him ringside, drive him into the steel post. Here comes Ray. We the ones. They're going to take another commercial break with a split screen commercial. This will be the final commercial of the night. At least they're giving us split screen commercials more than they normally do. But this is when we normally get the final break of the evening anyway, with about 10 minutes to go, so. Usos are going to retain that no matter what. And then Ray's going to turn on Dom, or Dom's going to turn on Ray. That's how Raw's going to end. And I'd be shocked if not. I'd be shocked if it just ends with Usos standing tall.
That's what didn't work because the only day is to change your mind. It's simple. Anything else I can help you with?
Like what?
So you can share the big moments like your little star's debut. Stay close.
Illuminating rays is as easy as combing your hair. Just one easy combing comb. Just twist and comb. Getting natural looking results has never been easier. Most men trust just for me.
I like the clutch style. When I think of this trip, it's a lot. It's a little different. What did you say? Stick with me. You're going to
This is supersonic Wi-Fi. Like riding a cheetah pack. Isn't that right, girl? Like, God makes me fast. We just did it. Are you 3 times the bandwidth?
For the final time, back to it on Monday Night Raw here tonight. Usos, Mysterios for the tag team titles. About 8 minutes to go. And a nice DDT by Dominic Mysterio off the top rope after they were going to go for a back body drop there. Double tag, Ray's in, Jay's in. Ray with a drop kick, sliding kick to Jimmy Uso. Ray up top. Nice takedown. And then a crossbody off the rope. Ray gets hit with a super kick in midair by Jey Uso. And a slow clap from the crowd. And then Usos trying to work together, but Ray fighting back by himself. And has Jimmy now in position for a 619. Dom tags in. They're going to go for a double 619 on Jimmy Uso. That connects. Remember, Dom's legal. He's going to go up top for a frog splash. And that connects. Cover. 1, 2. And then Jey Uso breaks it up. crowd not liking it. They wanted the Mysterios to win right there. Usos aren't losing. Ray throwing Jay ringside, but Jay pulling him out of the ring as well, so there's a super kick. Dom, Jesus Christ, completely, well, he didn't miss, but he went a little high on the suicide dive ringside, right in front of the announce table. He's still legal. He's on up top. Jimmy's legal for the Usos. Off the top rope. Superplex. Literally off the top rope. Graves is watching it in live time. Jimmy Smith and Saxon are watching their monitors. Jimmy Uso falls. Dominic literally going to jump off the top rope now. Rolls. There's a drop kick in a 619 position. Tag made though. Jay's legal. Dom doesn't know it. Jay's legal. And then there's your finish. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And the Usos retain, so Ray can be pissed at Dom because of that. So is Ray going to be the one to turn on Dom? Because Dom had Jimmy, in position for 619. Jay tagged in and they hit the finish. So there was no 619 on that. And Ray was out ringside. Yeah. Got to pay attention. He sold it good, though. You know, not seeing the tag and then taking the finish. So, we the ones. Throw them up. The Usos are still tag team champions. But with a few minutes to go, what happens with the Mysterios here? Well, all right, never mind. They're not going to split up. Here comes the Judgment Day. Edge is going to come out. We'll have a 3-on-3, 6-man, tag with these 6 as well. Or maybe a woman will come join the Mysterios. Maybe it'll be Aaliyah. Maybe it'll be somebody else. But yeah, the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley attacking the Mysterios now to close out Raw. So then they'll need Edge in their corner. And guess what? Here comes the Rated R Superstar. Here comes Edge. So Edge is closing out Raw tonight. Yeah, I really didn't see this coming. I don't know why, but there's a DDT. I mean, Edge's promo is short and sweet. There was no Judgment Day earlier. Here they come out to attack. So they're going to continue this. And Edge going to go for a spear after a DDT, but Rhea pushes Dominic in the way as Finn gets out of the way. And Edge just hit a spear on Dominic Mysterio. Now Edge chasing down Balor through the ring, or through the crowd, As the rest of Judgment Day back off, Ray comes to Dominic's aid in the middle of the ring, and now there's some tension between Edge and the Mysterios because Edge just speared Dom. By mistake, of course, but still. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, Rhea pushed Dom into Finn. He was pushed out of the way, and then Edge speared Dom. They had that penciled in pretty good. I mean, they could sell Dom's injury, have Edge and Ray get back together as a tag team, challenge Finn and Priest. Rhea's there. They sort of need a woman on their side too, but that's that. And that's how Raw will end, with the fans booing and the closing credits, and Edge hitting Dominic Mysterio with a spear to close the show. So that's Monday Night Raw. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a statement show, I didn't think, by any means whatsoever. I mean, it was a good episode, a good show, but nothing spectacular by any means. Good matches with good finishes, though. So I'll leave it at that. I mean, there's not really much else to be said. I've said what I've said over the past couple hours now. Might have the SmackDown and Rampage live watch along reaction stream on Friday night for WWE Friday Night SmackDown, the AEW Rampage, as Rampage will be live from 10 to 11 with a Battle of the Belts taping for Saturday night. So keep an eye out for that potentially. Of course, just like follow and subscribe on social media. That's the easiest way to stay up to date. But just also, as mentioned earlier too, keep an eye out for upcoming videos, whether that be regular videos and or live streams, along with videos from professional wrestling events that I will be attending live in Living Keller. Just be sure to subscribe. Notification bell next to it as well, to stay up to date. But hit that red subscribe button, notification bell, and just once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. And like I said, I might have a live watch long reaction stream on Friday for SmackDown and Rampage. Might not. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. But then just keep an eye out for upcoming videos. And as I said, Saturday, I'll see you when I see you. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but decided a little bit before Raw, from what I heard earlier in the afternoon, that it was supposed to be a good show. It's a good show. It wasn't no statement show, though, by any means. Triple H charge, I didn't think. But a good show, good matches and good finishes. And they're setting the course towards Clash at the Castle. That'll be a month from Wednesday. Saturday, September the 3rd. So they did announce next week for Raw. It'll be Bobby Lashley and Tommaso Ciampa for the United States Championship. I think we might be getting a 6-woman tag with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, along with Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka as well. Maybe a tag team with Edge and Rey Mysterio, with Dominic on the shelf potentially, if they're going to sell that injury with him getting speared. There's going to be some tension, of course, with Edge spearing Dom by mistake. But then you have the Judgment Day, Edge still coming for payback against them with his return at SummerSlam, and then the promo earlier before, closing out the show. But it could be Edge and Ray together as a tag team again, taking on we'll see what they do moving forward. But next week on Raw, Lashley and Ciampa's official for the U.S. title. I think we'll get a 6-woman tag, like I said, with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky taking on Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. Becky Lynch going to be on the injury report for a couple months, it seems like, with a shoulder injury. But they have announced, after McIntyre won on SmackDown against Sheamus, he's the new number one contender for the Universal title. So that'll be Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Clash at the Castle for the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. So, we'll see what they do moving forward. But Triple H is in charge. It's time to play the game. We'll see how Raw, NXT, and SmackDown are moving forward. But, once again, that'll do it for myself. Your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96, live right here on YouTube. So once again, thanks for tuning in and listening, and I'll see everybody when I see you. I'll see you when I see you. Just be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Links in the description below.